We expect too much from our heroes. The concept of having a hero has been in our lives since we were born. Everyone seems to ask us the same questions, and those are, what do you want to be when you grow up, and who is your hero? These two questions are, in some ways, linked to one another. The correlation between the two is that by having someone who inspires you and whom you dream to be like, you develop a career path and even a settled life. I personally agree with the statement that we expect too much from our heroes, because most of the time they are perfectly conceived images of real people with human flaws and problems. So when we put such pressure on them, it is likely that they will give out at some point. So we should not be able to have so much power over someone else's mental health, since the results of it worsening usually do not concern us, and we cannot intervene in restoring it afterwards. Furthermore, from the point of judgment that we are situated in, the true face of our role models is unknown, and it is often disappointing when found, which adds to the fact that we should not maintain this way over other people's feelings when we do not comprehend their position in life. To begin with, the issue in seeking a hero is that we do not evaluate the whole person before jumping to conclusions about their financial or mental stability. Some may say that their heroes have a perfect life with perfect families and friends, but that case is very rare. Perfection itself is a subjective concept, which society has invented to categorize other individuals. This judgment is erroneous, flawed, and we continue to use it to build hierarchies based on circumstances that we do not understand. For example, studies have shown that narrative methods have been insufficient in teaching values, and the students need proper models of good behavior and consistent altruistic actions. This statement does not necessarily mean that having comparisons made in school and outside achieves positive effects on children's minds, but the students do inhibit a sense of perpetual competition and lower self-worth. And the fault comes back to these heroes when children do not get that type of mannerism. In second place, the mental stability of our heroes should be prioritized more than it is. We always expect our role models to have steady and proportionate lives. That is usually a projection of our own needs that cannot be met, and the traits that we are dreaming of and aspiring to achieve. The feeling of self-consciousness and the necessity of confidence induced by patriarchal standards start usually from the physical appearance. These feelings can lead to obsessive behavior towards the idols, aggressive remarks, and worst of all, harm and death threats. Models have this pressure of sustaining the ideal appealing portrayal, only to please the public eye. These types of behavior only lead to eating disorders, depression, other disorders, mental disorders inside and outside the industry, affecting both the epitome and the followers. These beauty standards have been changing throughout the years, and they are getting more and more absurd. Role models also have the responsibility of contributing to the personal and professional success of underrepresented groups, such as people of color, women in STEM, people with disabilities, the LGBTQIA+ community, and so on. This denotes a big influence over so many people's lives and the evolution of the world that can receive a lot of hate and in some cases even leads to physical and mental harm. In conclusion, the stress that we put the people we aspire to be like through should not exist in such great measure, because it is not our place to decide nor to define what they should represent, since the image we've created for our own well-being does not always match perfectly with their personality and looks, so it can disturb their stability and provoke a mess in their lives.